those crazies out of the government. We for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country.
Woo! Yes, it is, baby.
Our democracy.
Our democracy. That's why we're here.
We can't afford mediocrity.
Every day it gets a little more plain and clear, baby. Why we're in this
If
fight.
we do nothing, our hope floats away.
How y'all doing, baby? It is indeed Thursday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And I am so thankful for these meetings, baby. I'll tell you what. They mean more to me than that you could even imagine. Anyway. Oh, shit. Well, nothing like getting ready here, John. Let's scroll back up real quick here and see. Oh, come on, man. Really? You going to argue with me? Dwayne Dwizzle was the first one to jump in, followed by Richard Phillips and Bart Lawson. Bart Lawson is here. Our own Dorothy Tyndall, thank you, baby. The remixtress is with us. Jeanette Miller, that smart-ass squaw, is here again. I'll be damned. And we're glad she is. Deborah Douglas, thank you for being here. Our buddy up in Canada, Gary Spring, is here. Carol Gillens, thank you. Michael Johnson, glad to see you in there, buddy. Tracy Tobias, going to get an MRI. Well, darling, please take care of yourself. And I hope everything comes out well there. Karen Van Wyk is with us. And let me see. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, brother. Hope everything is going well with you. Mark Perkins is here. Miss Linda, a.k.a. Mary Ellen's with us. Let me see. Who else is here? Carol Gillens. I said that. Donnie Ware is here. Dennis Utenreiner. Let me see. Karen Engel, thank you for being here. Let me see. BW is here. John and Carolyn Matt Jesco, thank goodness they're here. I hope you're having a pleasant evening, dear. Let's see. Let's get on down here before I lose where I am. Let me see. Adina Michael here, Just Coggins, Aaron Trombley, Gail Mitchell's here. Thank goodness. Anyway, how y'all doing, baby? I hope y'all have had a good time the last several days since the last time we met. And everything's going well in your life. It's not the case for all Blue Dots. I know that. And on that note, I want y'all to keep Bernadette in your thoughts. Keep her in your prayers, your good vibes, whatever it is that you send out there. Send some her way, baby. She needs a little bit right now. And we'll wait on her return. Anyway, what in the hell's going on? Well, big talk about Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows got the subpoena from DOJ. Oh, Lordy, he got to go testify. He has to. This ain't like the January 6th committee where he's just going to blow it off and nothing's going to happen. This time, the Department of Justice subpoenaed his ass, and he will show up. He can do two things. He can take the fifth, or he can claim executive privilege. Like I said earlier, executive privilege does not cover crimes. And if you're trying to commit a crime, well, you can't claim executive privilege. So the word is that he's cooperating. Meaning that he turned over everything he gave the January 6th committee, but no, baby, that ain't enough. That's not going to fly here, because you had a lot more information. You just quit giving it to the January 6th committee, but you can't play that game here, baby. You can present it, and the court will. I mean, the Department of Justice, we'll figure out what's executive privilege and what's not. Just like we're doing with the 11,000 documents we got out of Mar-a-Lago. Anyway, there's plenty going to be happening on the political front pretty soon. But I made out a video earlier, and the thing that pissed me off and keeps staying in my mind is a story. Actually, the two stories, they kind of combine as far as I'm concerned. It's just Republicans being thieves. Republicans just thinking they can get away with anything, baby. In this story about Brett Favre out of Mississippi, who evidently, they say, embezzled $77 million in fraud against the welfare system in Mississippi. This is $77 million that was destined for families that were desperate, that needed assistance. And the former governor and Brett Favre and a couple of sleazy non-profits, I guess, got it together and made a deal, and they scammed the government. $77 million to build a volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi, because his daughter, Brett Favre's daughter, plays on that team. And, you know, it'd be great to have your daddy such a big benefactor to the college. Yeah, it was taxpayers' money, baby. But the Republicans don't give much shit about taxpayer money, as is evident by the two clowns, my governor, Greg Abbott, and Florida's governor, Ron DeSantis, with their little political bullshit of sending immigrants, up to Martha's Vineyard and dropping them 2 busloads off in front of the vice president's house at the Naval Observatory in Washington, D.C. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. Come on. You know how they're getting these people on the bus? They ask who wants to go. Because these people would normally have to pay their own way to go wherever they wanted to go. They're getting on the bus to go to D.C., but they might get off in Mississippi. They might get off in Tennessee. Who knows? They just get off where they want to get off. And those destined to go on to the others. It smacks. There's millions and millions and millions of dollars being spent on this. And it's just a facade. It's a game they're playing. But I'll tell you one thing. Seeing the reactions of those of people getting off that bus or getting off the airplane up at Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard up there, they came out, baby. They're trying to help. They're providing whatever they can, assistance to these people. You know, doing what Americans are supposed to do. That's what they're doing. They're stepping forward. When I tell you that the Republicans are nothing but a freaking bumper sticker, it's stories like this. Like Greg Abbott and DeSantis, like Brett Favre and the Republican governor of Mississippi. It's all a game, baby. It's all about the money. Let's shuffle it around. Let's see who gets as much as we can. This country can go to hell in a handbasket as long as they're making money. And it's evident when you see congressmen and senators making money left and right on the stock market because of the information they got on their committees. But yet they'll howl about a $10,000 reduction on somebody's student debt. How many of them got PPP loans in the millions and had it forgiven? Yeah. There's people out to rip this country off, baby, and they don't give a shit. 2 flips, baby. It's not about the constituents. It's not about anybody except their own personal gain. And we have to face that every damn day in our body politic. It gets tiring after a while to watch Republicans scream about a socialist democratic society where we hand money out and all this, and then we sit there and blatantly watch them steal it in the millions, baby. Yeah, they don't mind taking the money, but to give it to the people that might need it, to the lower echelon down here, oh, that's socialism, baby. You're just wasting money down there, really. I don't think so. I think it's an investment in our future. But there's a whole lot of people can't see that shit. So we have to. As I always say, it's up to us, baby. We the people, we're the ones in charge. Let me thank Just Coggins, who came in with $5 and said, Donnie, being a slumlord, thought squatters' rights applied to our house. He did. He did. Maggie Edwin's coming out and there's talking about when he was leaving. He just said he's just not going to leave. I'm just not going to leave. He's just going to stay there and barricade himself in. Really? Come on, man. It's ridiculous what we're allowing to get by in this country. Donnie's coming out now talking about bad things that's going to happen if he gets indicted. Terrible things. You know, again with the, hey, it's a nice country you have here. Sorry if something happened to it. It'd be a shame. That's exactly what they're threatening. That there will be violence if Donnie is prosecuted. Well, get on with the prosecution. Get on with the prosecution, because I don't want my country being held hostage by a bunch of wackos, by a bunch of maggots, a bunch of people who have convinced themselves that he's a patriot. He could give two shits about this country. Look at the news. It's full of bullshit about him. Just have to keep after it, baby. Hola, amigo. My friend Teresa Rojas up in Chicago hey, I've been checking out what'd you make the other day? I know you made some menudo, but then you made something else. Girl, you're cooking up a storm. And I seen Grandpa's birthday picture and the birthday cake. Anyway, let me get this damn thing over here and see who wants to come up and visit us up here. And if I can get this thing to, come on, man. Always something. Let me see. Oh, looky here, looky here. We got to snag this guy up here. Are you shitting me? Y'all better hold on to your britches here. Andy Paguda. You filthy mouth
John
liberal.
Brinovo.
What are you doing, sir?
Happy day to you, sir. Damn fine monologue, and you're right about that. Republicans are going to get off where they're going to get off.
Jesus, man, it's just really getting pitiful, man.
It's terrible.
That Brett Favre story just really picks me off. Really, $77 million.
Don't that burn your biscuits?
It does.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, like
How are you, man? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I'm doing pretty good. And you?
All things considered, I'm doing well.
Good.
We're getting by the best we can and doing damn well at it, really.
Good. And how's Mama?
Mama is doing well. She's asleep at the moment.
Oh, good.
She believe it or not, she is still working full time.
Lord, Andy.
So she's going to work tonight.
Really?
Yeah, she has
after all the chemo, everything that she's been through, she's still holding her own.
She has one more chemo treatment left. Then she goes for surgery, and then after surgery, she goes for 30 radiation treatments. That's 5 days a week for 6 weeks.
You got a hell of a woman.
And she has not missed a day of work.
You got a hell of a woman, buddy.
I do.
We're lucky men in that respect.
That just flips my shit. I kid you not that she's able to do such a thing as that.
Yeah.
And
bless her heart. I'm glad to hear she's doing well, though.
She encourages me to check in with you as often as I'm able to, and tonight I was able, so
well,
I wanted to jump in and say hello.
Well, I'm glad you did. Say hello to SC. He's with us also.
Hey, SC, good to hear you. Good to see you.
Hey there, Andy. Hey, John. How y'all doing tonight?
Hanging in there, SC. Every day, baby. It's a rodeo, babe. Just hang on. That's all you got to do. Point your toes in. Hang on. Anyway, how's everything in your world, buddy?
Oh, they're going good. They're going good. You know, nothing to complain about. I mean, other than
you ain't found that wagon load of money yet, have you?
Yeah, I ain't found that.
Yeah,
either,
I keep looking. Yeah, I haven't found it yet.
Yeah. Shit, hell, when I do, you probably won't hear from me no more. So if I go missing,
don't do that, brother. We need you. We need your voice.
No, yeah. I'll be around.
I'm surrounded by cats. I want you to know that. They're all looking at me like I got something to give them. And I don't.
Well, I know how that is. I got one cat, and she constantly does that. Yeah.
The kittens have learned to eat food. And now it seems they've grown a habit of it. So, yeah. Going along fine.
Good.
So what do you think about old Mark Meadows getting a subpoena? What's he going to do?
It's interesting. It seems January 6th has got things working. I was just, with the Secret Service text, and I was just seeing something on Twitter, and I was trying to share it in the main discussion, but I guess something's going on. It wasn't quite sharing it, but it appears the select committee's got some walkie-talkie recordings from inside the Capitol during January 6th between the Proud Boys and some other
Really?
people. It didn't say names, but you can see there's a video with it. You can see these people the reaction
Boy,
when
howdy.
Trump sent out that last tweet at 2:32. I'm trying to get back to the story without breaking myself away from here. So if I go anywhere, I'll be right back. But I'm here.
Let me see. Let me read this one because you just brought my attention to Twitter and I went to go look. So here, one of the trending stories on Twitter. Breaking, this is Occupy Democrats. Breaking, MAGA Governor Greg Abbott gets some very bad news as a new poll reveals that Beto O'Rourke is now within striking distance and only trailing by measly 5 points in a state thought to be red. If you believe that Beto can do it. Retweet.
God bless his heart.
I mean to tell you, he's cooking.
And I think we got a good chance to get rid of DeSantis because, like I said, he only won by like 13%, like 33,000 votes last time.
Yeah.
And I think Chris has got a chance to be. But that shit him and Abbott did. There's a lot of people talking about how that's trafficking, human trafficking.
If you find out the whole story of how they're doing this is bullshit.
Oh, yeah, and DeSantis, come to find out today, he hired a video photographer. That's something else he used our taxpayer money on. Hired a video photographer to film while all this shit was going on. So, I mean, I haven't seen none of the footage or when that's coming out or what, but, I hope when they're out of office that the DOJ looks into this and does something about it. Because from all the posts I've seen with people posting about the law and what it says, these fuckers broke the law when they did what they did.
What kind of beer you have in that cup?
That's tea. I won't lie. That's tea. That's tea.
Okay. All right, we'll give you that one.
I did have a little bit of this cherry brandy right before we started. Medicinal purposes only. My shoulder's still killing me. Hey.
I thought, oh my, yeah.
If I was really serious,
I thought you had a little bit of beer in there.
No, this Knob Creek will kill anything, brother. I'm telling you.
Now,
it's dangerous.
John, if you're going to be available after the show, I may need to call you, or maybe you should do it tomorrow. But I'm concerned about our friend Bernie.
Well, at the beginning of the show, I did tell everybody to send good vibes and prayers or whatever else that you just good wishes. Send them up to her because she needs it.
I heard that, and maybe I should call her directly, but
she'd probably like to hear from you. I spoke to her today. I don't want to take liberties with what's going on and whatnot, but
certainly.
It was scary. It was scary for her, and it was scary to me when I heard it. There's some serious stuff going on, and but she will be here when she can. She assured me today that she was doing what she's supposed to do, got her medications and whatnot. So she needs to get some rest, and
that's good to know that she's on the right track.
She is. Oh, it's no, she sounded great today, as a matter of fact, but she just went through another scary experience and shit.
Well, you know me, I have a special interest in her.
Yes, you do. We all do. I do too. She knows I love her dearly. She's been with us for so long, and I enjoy Bernadette's passion when she speaks about shit. And a lot of people get offended by her, but that's what happens when you're speaking.
That's what I love about her.
Your heart.
She doesn't mind offending anyone.
Yeah. No, including me. Are you shitting me? Yeah, she's told me straight up several times about shit. She doesn't cut me any more slack than she cuts anybody else. And
I love that.
I
love that.
I do, but I'm concerned about her.
Well, what I'm going to do, and it's 7:30 here where I live, and it's time for me to go to bed. So I'm going to slip out and make room for someone else to get in here.
Well, Andy,
but I had to jump in and say hello.
Give her a quick call.
Say hello to me, Al.
He was trying to get away with that.
Say hello to me before you leave, Andy.
I'm not going to leave you out, John I-Fly. Not to worry about that whatsoever, big guy.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're looking good. I hope things are going well over your way.
They are. And the main thing is we don't need Mastrianos to be elected.
No,
that guy.
Josh Shapiro's doing pretty damn good up there.
Yes,
We're
he is.
And so it's
we are
better than.
all working on that. We're working on Pennsylvania, as well as working on our own state. So hopefully you won't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
yes,
looks
we
And
like
do,
you
Teresa.
don't need a fucking Dr. Oz either. Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
don't
not
need
what.
none of that shit. We're
I don't
doing,
even
we're
think
doing
he's a
pretty good.
doctor.
Hey,
I
Andy,
think he
before you
got
go,
that degree somewhere.
did you hear about the Rumble coming, buddy? The meeting of the mind versus the moron. There's going to be a debate between Reverend Warnock and Herschel Walker.
Oh my
I,
God,
I want to see
I
that.
want to watch.
I want to
wanna
see that.
too.
that's going to be an entire bowl of alphabet
I
soup.
mean to tell you,
Yeah,
it's going to be word
it's like-
salad from the word go.
It's like it'd be like Warnock debating Mushmouth from Fat Albert.
Yeah, that's about what it's going to be. That's going
Oh,
to.
bikini.
I can't wait for it. Let me send out a couple of thank yous. I want to thank Michael Johnson, who came in with $5 and said, Lady Godiva Lindsay is dividing the Republicans on issues, women's rights,
Bless
and
her
ours,
heart.
and ours in the chopping block. And much
If
love.
she'll just come out, everything will be better.
Yeah, and much love to Bernadette Cree and fuck Trump. That's from Michael Johnson. Thank you very much. And Miami Ricks, Mamie Ricks, I'm sorry. Mamie Ricks just came in with a $10 donation through Super Chat. Mamie, thank you very much. Oh, Lord.
I'm seeing here that the Judge Cannon denies the motion by the DOJ for a partial stay of her order.
Denies it.
That's
You know what
Yeah,
she's telling
that's-
them? That they can't
Yeah.
continue. She is trying to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that the intelligence community can go ahead and proceed with the investigation to find out if anything has been compromised. You know, sources, methods, anything like that. But
Yeah.
the FBI is not allowed to look.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it says Cannon appoints a special master and refuses to lift the injunction prohibiting DOJ from using classified documents to further the criminal investigation. Also impeding the intelligence community
There you
review
go.
of damage Trump has done. Next, 11th Circuit for appeal. So, yeah.
Yeah, our intelligence agencies, i.e., the CIA or anybody, they work in conjunction with the FBI and the Department of Justice. So when they're looking into the information that has been possibly compromised, one can't do the job without the other. It's a team effort, and the judge is really. This is just, it smacks of. A judge was appointed by Trump.
Yeah.
And, it's a payoff. That's what we're watching.
All right, guys, I'm going to dip. I got to pee. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.
Andy, we
All
love
right,
you
Andy.
and thank you for being here, brother.
Love you, buddy.
Take care, folks. Love y'all.
Take care.
Same here.
There you go. He's a character. I love him dearly. Anyway, where were we? What rat killing?
Oh, we're talking about the judge and the DOJ.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Trump, Florida judge, Trump appointed, There you go. That's all you need to say.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's all
still.
that has to be said.
It's another just delay. That's this whole game.
I'm just
Yeah.
still amazed that he gets away with this shit, and it seems that nobody can do anything about it. This shit's got to stop.
It is
I
going to
want to see
continue
his
forever.
ass in jail.
Then
Well, I
there's
wanna
going to be a
see-
dispute about who's going to pay for the special master. We got to go through all that shit yet. There's a lot of little sidebars that have to be held.
I guess that means all the taxpayers will be helping to pay that bill.
That's
right?
what he wants. That's what he wants. He wants the taxpayers to pay for a special master. We're not the ones that requested it, asshole. You are. You
Right.
requested it, you pay for it. But hell, he ain't got he says he ain't got no money. That's what he's telling his lawyers anyway. I ain't got no money.
And this thing with DeSantis, what the hell, is he going out of his mind or what? Sending people up to Massachusetts.
This is just. It pisses you off because there had to be coordination between DeSantis and Abbott to do this.
Yeah.
Because DeSantis in Florida, he sent the airplane to Texas to pick up the immigrants here. And then they made 2 more stops on the way before they got up to Martha's Vineyard. And it's a political ploy just to try to disrupt things. But again, what I'm trying to say is the Republicans are doing always what they always do. They're trying to screw shit up, make it look really bad so they can point to it and say, look how bad things are. Elect us and we'll fix it. No, they're the ones that are trying to make it as bad as it can possibly be. This immigration issue is not new. I don't care how much the Republicans scream about it. This has been going on for as long as I've lived here. Nothing has changed here. All right? There's no big mass coming across the border every day swarming the whole area. No, it's not happening. But this little stunt is being talked about in Venezuela, in areas down in South America and in Central America, because all of a sudden the word is spreading that if you can get into Texas, Greg Abbott will give you a bus ride to wherever you want to go, baby. That's the message.
What do they expect President Biden to do to solve the problem? I mean, look at it this way. Trump was in for 4 years, and he didn't fix the problem. Oh, he wanted to keep them over, like animals, put them in cages, but he didn't solve the problem. He made it worse, I think.
This country needs immigration. I don't care what Republicans say. We can't live without it. Immigrants do a whole lot of jobs in this country.
Oh yeah.
You know, and let me tell you, nobody likes to take advantage of that better than business does.
I'm still here.
What's that? Oh, he had to mute out.
He said he'll be right back.
The fact that let me see, is that DJ up? I think he got his hand up. Business loves immigrants, baby. They can pay them lower wages and treat them worse. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You see it down here a lot, baby. A lot. You can't go to a construction site without immigrants being on site.
Well, they overwork them and underpay them.
Yes, they do. They try to. They try to because it just makes them more money. Like I said, nobody will, screw somebody over faster than, I don't know, good old Republicans, baby. They'll fuck you over in a heartbeat, make a dime. Let me see. DJ, are you in here?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing today?
We're doing just fine. Hanging in there every day, baby.
I have a question.
What's that?
Are they forcing these people on the buses and on the planes or what?
No. Here's the deal. These immigrants are people that have already come across the border. They've turned themselves over to immigration. They went in front of a judge. The judge accepted their request for asylum. And when they do that, then they are given a court date. All right. Outside of that, there's the door. Welcome to America. Come to your court hearing when it's due. That's the way it's been played down here forever. But now,
should they be paying them to get on there too?
No, but what they're doing is Greg Abbott is sending these buses down to Del Rio or wherever it is along the border that these immigrants are being released from the judge, and they have had their asylum case assigned. Well, now they're just standing around outside, and here comes the bus saying, anybody want to ride to New York City or to Washington, D.C., and they're paying for it. They voluntarily get on the bus, baby, because it's a free ride to get where they want to go. And like I say, you get on the bus and say you're going to Washington, D.C., there's nothing stopping anybody from getting off the bus in Tennessee or anywhere the bus goes. So anywhere along that line that they have relatives, which is commonly these people, when they have an asylum request approved and they're waiting their time, they can call their family here in the United States and get bus fare and come home and get ready for their trial, their hearing. Yeah. And so this is just a game. This is nothing but a political stunt to make it look like they're forcing these immigrants to go to these democratic cities. No, you're up there asking. As a matter of fact, there's a report coming out of Florida that they're asking telling some of the immigrants that they have a job waiting for them, and that they'll be provided with housing and everything when they get there, and then they get off the airplane at Martha's Vineyard and nothing there. So they're baiting them.
Yeah, go ahead, D.
When I worked in Huntsville, what John said was true. All the construction workers on the houses in the subdivisions were all Latin, Mexican, Colombian, whatever.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean that's all I see doing that kind of work here in Florida. If it's on the roof or if it's remodeling apartments,
When me
yeah,
and my boys were working that
yeah. I
last
mean,
construction job together, building a public school, an elementary school, uh, the whole bricklaying crew was from
laying
Mexico.
brick, all
Laying
that
brick
stuff.
every day, baby. Every day.
Well,
Did a damn good
I was
job at it.
I was I was on a crew, and one of them tried to brain me with one of those little staplers they used to put the roof on with. He lost control of it, and I was down below, and it just about did me in.
And you know, and like you said, John, we need them because I mean, the
Yes.
sad fact is, ain't nobody growing up in America these days wanting to get a job laying brick or
no.
working on a damn roof.
Laying bricks or picking vegetables.
Working on a roof or
Working on
picking
farms
vegetables
or-
or
yes.
just doing the jobs.
Migrant
uh-uh.
workers
You're
across this
right.
country have provided us with services for generations.
Yeah.
Generations.
I had a job hanging stone on apartment buildings one summer, and I'm here to tell you, they couldn't keep people more than 2 or 3 days. They'd quit.
Yeah.
They didn't want to
mean,
work. It's
Yeah,
too,
I mean,
too much. Too much. It's too hard work.
It's
I think
like
a lot
that
of
across
people-
the country.
Yeah, a lot of young people, for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or what, they got spoiled and they don't want to work.
Yeah, that's true.
basically. I mean, it's it's a
I
mess.
don't want
you
to
know,
live
it's-
in the world the Republicans paint. I don't want to live there. You know, it doesn't look like a nice place. It doesn't. I was waiting for that to come
No,
up because I read
I
it
don't
this
want my
second.
grandchildren to live there.
No. We're trying to make a better country for everybody, and they're just wanting to
Yeah.
draw a line here.
And- And you know what was that? I think when I was watching Lindsey Graham at his press conference the other day, talking about this abortion, how America's got to get up with, back in line with the rest of the world. Well, shit. It sounds like, I mean, well, then we need to do something about gun control.
Yeah, let's catch up with the rest of the world.
Health insurance.
Yeah, healthcare.
Yeah, what else
Education.
can we do to?
Yeah, we're
catch
we're
up
lacking
with the
in a
rest of the
bunch
world.
of shit, SC, ain't we?
Yeah.
How is
yeah.
abortion lining up with the rest of the world? Abortion is legal in a lot more places than it's illegal.
You know
Yes,
where
it
where,
is.
where where abortion is one of the most easy places to get. Israel.
No.
Israel.
Oh, really?
All it takes is approval from the doctor. Okay, come in, sit down, let's go.
I mean, shit.
That's
Ain't
some
no-
of the
oh,
most
ain't no-
lax laws on them.
Ain't no kids getting shot up in Canada, over in Europe and Germany and
Yeah, there's
and
the tell.
Belgium, the rest of I mean,
There's
shit,
the
we
How many people in our country die every day of gun deaths compared to other nations? Oh, baby, they don't even scratch the graph, man. We're off the charts on that shit. Let me send out a thank you to Louis Russo, who came in with $10, and I'm just sad to hear this. He said, I got to head to the hospital tomorrow, John, to have an operation. Wish me luck, and I'll check in when I get out. I'll be watching on my phone from there. Well, Louis, hey, thank you for the donation, and brother, I hope everything comes out well.
yeah.
Good
Good luck with that.
yeah, anytime any of us we're going in the hospital, and damn it, and there are a lot of or worse. There's always, oh, I'm sorry, one of our Blue Dots, his wife passed away this morning, and it breaks your heart.
Condolences.
Yes, I don't want to. It's not my place to. Anyway,
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
let me see. Mamie Ricks came back with another $10. Mamie, thank you very much. I appreciate it tremendously. It's this family is so diverse, and it is so filled with people that are on highs and people that are on lows, baby. And there's several that are on a low strength right now, and you can't help
I
it.
can see that.
Yeah. Oh, this is a big family.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a large family,
Yeah.
and just like
You know,
any
John,
large
that-
group of people, there's triumph and tragedy everywhere, baby.
Well, that impressed me, John, because we all like family. We are family because I'm amazed at all the friends I have since I've been on here.
Our family has grown
Yep.
quite a bit.
True.
And
You know what
you can
bothers
see it in
me?
this conversation going on in the chat. What bothers you, DJ?
The discrimination of people of our age, and I mean, I'm older. Not everybody on here is my age, and trying to get a job. Every day, I get at least one refusal for a job
Because of your age.
because of my age. They won't say it because they're cowards, but that's what it is.
You can get the feeling.
How do they
Yeah.
get away with that shit?
Well,
That's what
because
I
they don't
wanna
do it
know.
legally like that. I mean, they're not telling him, well, you're too old. You're just not selected.
No, they're saying, well, we just decided we
Yeah.
don't want to move further with you in this position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make it sound real nice.
I got a
And
couple
if you-
this week already.
Well, if you ask them why, what do they tell you?
I don't go and ask them why, but I think I'm going to start writing cover letters where I'm going to put my age on there and say, this is how old I am. So look at me. And if you say I'm not good for the job because I know I have the qualifications, then I'm going to come after you.
Well, come out and that
You have
cover
to
letter
stand
and
up
tell
for your
them,
rights
I have
nowadays.
a lot of
I mean,
experience in what I'm doing. You
Not
know what
only
I'm
for
saying?
yours, but for other people too. You have to make your stand. You know,
Yeah, I've
Put
seen.
that in
what's
your
right.
cover letter.
I've seen. This guy. I probably mess up his last name, but it's Santiago, and I can't really pronounce this. But I guess this guy's a reporter. But he just posted, Marjorie Taylor Greene just told me to move to another country and kicked a member of my team. So I guess he's a reporter or something.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Did you hear that she said she doesn't want solar power because she wants to make sure the lights are on at night? She don't want to be in the dark at night.
Smart ass squad just said, John. Oh, wait a minute. Let me back that up just a hair so I can read it. Just said, John, I'm the only Democrat in my family. You guys are the only family, real family I have, and I love you all. Smart ass squad, Martha, we love you too, baby. And
Aw.
I could say I'm almost in the same boat, baby. We don't have any contact with any. My brother in Tennessee is the only one I speak to now. It's sad. It's sad what has happened in this country to friends and family. That politics has divided. It's sad, but I'm afraid necessary in this day and age. Because
Sound like the
I can't sell out.
1860s.
I can't sell out my values just to keep peace in the family. How about you sell out yours? How about you sell out your greed and your bigotry and your hatred and all that bullshit that's going on? Because you don't hear that shit come from me except for Donnie. I hate the assholes.
And you know, and just going back, just the shit like DeSantis and Abbott, yeah, it pisses you off. But then I see tweets like this one that make me feel better. This guy just tweeted, DeSantis' obsession with trying to own Obama resulted in him sending migrants to a wealthy island that constantly struggles to find workers. Well, there they go. So
There
I was
you
like,
go.
hey, that's okay.
I was so
Hell yeah.
impressed with the way the people of Martha's Vineyard came
Wow.
out to greet those people. It showed what true Americans should be. I was proud. Let me thank Anthony Lester, who came in. Ow, 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 ow. No. Shit. Attack of the kittens. Anthony Lester came in with a $20 donation and said the DOJ just needs to invite 45 to D.C., where the crime was committed, and that will cancel that wacky judge in Florida. Thank you very much, Anthony. I think DOJ is going to go to the 11th Circuit and appeal the whole damn thing.
I think they are
I
too.
think they are.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I
what they're
heard.
going to do.
Which they should.
Right.
This is just bullshit. It's just delaying. Oh look, I thought
Just
about
delay,
this.
delay.
Well, she
delay,
admitted
delay,
her ruling that she didn't really have complete jurisdiction, that D.C. courts have the jurisdiction, and she has to bow to them. So when they go to D.C., yeah, they're going to knock her on her butt.
Yeah, they should. Tony Boyd, how in the hell are you?
Yeah, I'm okay now.
I thought about you today. I did.
You did?
Yes, sir, I did.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
I'm cooled down now, and I'm not mad no more, so I'm
Well,
okay now.
good. What was you mad about?
Praise
Hi, Tony.
I was mad. Hi, Johnny. How y'all doing? I just got
Doing
on here
good.
for a little bit. The reason I was mad is I ordered some phone cleaner for my air conditioners,
Right?
and I ordered it last week. It cost me about $60 for 5 cans. Well,
Right.
they're supposed to deliver Monday, right? U.S. Postal. Well, they sent me a thing saying they deliver them, but guess what? They wasn't on my porch.
Uh-oh.
So somebody must have stole them. You know,
Uh-oh.
and I hate porch pirates
We,
to the max.
yes.
But
Yeah, we have
What you
cameras
should
all
do
over
is
the
get a
place.
camera and install
Yeah,
it.
that's
Put a
good advice.
camera and install it so you can catch the bastard.
I
Yeah,
know.
a Ring or a Google doorbell will work just fine.
You bet.
Yeah, you're
bet.
right. But it was
You know-
about,
I got a
about 4
delivery.
o'clock in the afternoon.
The other day, I'd let everybody know, Mr. Chick had sent me a gift card and told me to get me some tennis shoes. And I did. And I swear we ordered them, what was it, Tuesday evening, I think, or something. They were, no, it must have been Tuesday morning. I don't know. They were here Wednesday morning. Early Wednesday. I was amazed. Are you shitting me? That was like a day, and they're on my porch. And boy, howdy shit, I love them. They're comfortable as crap.
How are
They're
they?
cushy. They're great. I couldn't tell you the name if I tried to. Travis picked them out online on Amazon. Boy, they just put the spring back in my step, baby. I'm ready to walk anywhere. Shit yeah.
You know, I think
Oh.
Lindsey Graham and Rudy Giuliani are in some serious legal trouble in Georgia because I can't remember her name, but she came out today and said there's 13 of them that were probably going to do jail time for this shit.
That's the
Yeah.
ain't that the prosecutor down there?
Yeah, I can't
Yes.
think. I can't remember. Fanny. I think it's Fanny
Yes.
something.
It's something like that. You're close. My Rolodex is gone, buddy. I can't remember her name.
I know her first name is
Hey,
Fanny. I can't
Do
remember her
a
last
Google
name.
search.
But yeah, I think they're some people's like, yeah, that's probably why Lindsey come out and did this abortion ban because he knew his ass is toast. He's going to go ahead and take the rest of the Republicans down. Go ahead and come out with that just before midterms.
I am thinking that we're going to get a lot of entertainment in the next several months. A lot of things are going to start happening. The J6
Well, we
committee is
gotta-
going to
yeah.
be coming back.
It's the 28th.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
come
not
on.
too
man.
I
long
want to
away.
see
I know it.
indictment
I feel like a
TV.
junkie. I have to come on, man. I need a fix. Give me some. I did, Gary. I got my dancing shoes, brother. I'm out dancing around too. And that's why I thought of you, Tony. Because I
Oh,
was
you
out in
did?
the front. Yes. I was thinking, fuck, Tony kicked my ass if he saw this. I had just my hat down.
Well, it blow off your head,
Blew
huh?
off my head and went in the water. Son of
What?
a bitch.
Which hat was it?
It's not the pretty one with the fancy things on the side.
Oh,
The other
it's a
one.
straw hat.
Yeah, that's the
Yellow
one I've been working with because it's got them big holes. Lets a lot of
Yeah.
air through.
Hey,
So,
the prosecutor for Georgia, I believe her name is Fannie Willis.
that's her.
That's it.
That's her.
That's it.
Yeah.
But here's something else I'm seeing. Apparently, that judge is going to make Trump pay for his special master.
Good.
Trump will
Good.
have to pay for his special master, and the plaintiff shall bear 100% of all the professional fees and expenses of the special master
Good.
and any support staff.
Good.
Hmm.
He asked for it. I mean, he's the one that requested a special master.
Yes, he
So
Yeah.
he should be responsible. Ow, 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 ow.
There was a cartoon, and Putin was depicted as the special master.
Isn't he? I think he's
Yeah,
Donnie's
he's got-
special master.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Donnie's
I
got a
think-
few
I-
special
I
masters.
think Donnie has a collar and a leash, I think, on him.
Yeah, he's got a collar on him, all right. Look at her. Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong and Secret Squirrels, came in with a $20 donation. Thank you very much, Diana. And said, lock him up and everyone else involved. Oh, hell yes, lock his ass up. Let's do that. Isn't what that they chanted so much, lock her up? Well, she didn't commit a crime, but guess who did?
Don't y'all know Donnie thinks he's a god, don't you?
Oh, yeah, he
Oh
does.
yeah,
Did you?
He's a god.
he thinks he's God. He thinks he's God, King. You know, there's a picture of him taken in his office, wherever the hell he was at yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's a picture,
Are-
another Time Life magazine cover, and it's him
Am I
looking in the
behind?
mirror.
Am I behind? Because what you're talking about, Donnie being a god, there's a book out called President Donald J. Trump, the Son of Man, the Christ.
Yeah,
Oh,
What?
Lord, it's
There
hard
is.
to be humble. When
They
you're
sell it
perfect
on
in
Amazon
every
for
way.
$17.
But yeah,
Really?
he has this picture hanging in his office, and it's
Uh-huh.
another Time Life magazine
That
cover.
is
It's a
sick.
picture of him. It's a picture of him staring in the mirror, and in the mirror, it's him in the crown and robe.
Oh,
Man in the mirror.
He's-
holy shit.
What
Well,
color was the
didn't he
That's
robe? Was
say
it
exactly
he
orange?
what
was
he
the-
thinks he is.
Hey, didn't he say he was the chosen one? He even looked
Thinks
up
he
to
is.
heaven.
The other people did.
He's
But the reason
chosen
I
for
said that,
prison in my book. Mamie
I hear
Rich
that.
just
That's how
came
I
in
look
with
at it.
another $5 donation, baby. Thank you very much, Mamie, but be careful now. Be careful. Don't want anybody hurting
Well,
yourself when you make a donation to this show. We appreciate everyone, but only if
I
it's in
read a
your
snippet
budget,
of
baby.
this book, and this guy's really serious. This is not a joke. This guy actually thinks that he is the Son of Man. The guy who wrote this book. He's
I would
serious.
suggest to you that the man needs a
brain aneurysm.
yeah, he needs
A
some
good
professional
psychiatrist.
help, man. What
You know, shit.
Yeah,
I'm
good
telling you.
psychiatrist.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what to say. I read enough of this book that I thought this guy's either
That's right, Maria
crazy.
Betancourt.
Or-
Jesus doesn't
Yeah.
like pussy grabbers.
He's
That's
a,
what I
He's
heard.
a
anyway.
crackpot. That's what he is. He's a crackpot.
Yeah. He
Who?
apparently must be getting into Revelations or something and
Johnny
trying to
boy?
pervert Revelation.
Donnie is just what they've
Yeah.
described him as, the biggest narcissist I've ever seen. He loves himself. He thinks he is the grandest thing
I
that
just
ever
would-
was.
I just wish he'd go away, John. I mean, my God. Still
Thank
talking about the 2020 election. Still talking about it. My God.
All right, baby.
Oh yeah.
He's like an infection, John.
Uh-oh.
Well, you heard that what he said about what's that guy that runs Facebook? Zuckerberg, what his name is?
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Mark
Said-
Zuckerberg.
Mark.
Did you
Mark
hear?
Zuckerberg.
Didn't you hear him about him saying that Mark Zuckerberg came to his White House office last week,
Last week.
kissed his ass?
No.
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah, I heard
said,
heard
"Mark, you
something
told
to
those
that
people-
effect.
Is
like
that
this-
Mar-a-Lago or where's his
No,
White House
he
office?
said the White House.
At the White House.
That's what I'm saying. Where is his White House office?
Yeah, that's a damn good
Did he move
question.
it somewhere?
I guess.
In his mind, he
crazy.
did. In his mind.
Yeah.
Let me thank Timothy Silva Jr., who just came in with a $20 donation and said, I am so sorry for being distant lately. Buddy, don't apologize. We're glad you're here. Been dealing with a Trumpian city council member who has been targeting me and threatened me on Tuesday. I went through the legal options and I refused to cower in fear. Blue Wave 2020. Hey,
Good
man,
for
Timothy
you.
Silva, don't take
Stick
shit,
to it.
baby. Stand up for your rights, man. Isn't that what they say? Stand up and hold your
Yeah.
ground, baby.
What is it?
Uh,
Rodney Dangerfield used to say, "Don't take shit from nobody."
Nobody.
Exactly.
Don't do that because it gives them
right.
encouragement to continue doing it. Timothy, I hope everything goes well with you, brother. And yeah, it's bad when they use the law. Oh, I worry about so much. I do. Just like Donnie's little thing today, talking about it's going to be a lot of bad things happen if he gets indicted, if he gets prosecuted. Bad things are going to happen all across the country. Are you shitting me, you bastard?
John,
Yes, sir.
that's why I said he thinks he's God. Just what you just
Yeah.
said.
You know,
He wants to instigate it.
Yeah, I seen a newspaper clipping on from it was something that is a picture of him and his mom, and it's a clipping. I guess it was his mom saying it to the reporter, or whatever, talking about how ignorant, and stupid he was, and that she hopes he doesn't ever go into politics because he's basically gonna fuck shit up, or
He did.
something like this is gonna happen. And I mean, that's his own mother calling him ignorant and stupid and hopes he doesn't ever try to piss.
Look at
They
Herschel
studied
Walker.
genetics, and they say that we have Neanderthal genes in all of us. I think he got more than
He
his
got
share.
more than his share.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got several people share.
I was gonna say, don't insult the Neanderthal man.
Yeah, really.
Well, most of those were smarter than Trump. I'm sure of it.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not.
I think anybody's, well, except the MAGAs.
Oh, look at there. Smart
Where's-
ass Squall
where's
says it
Ozzy
all. We are
Dave?
standing back and standing by too, Johnny. We have weapons too. You know, it
That's right.
you know, it is so much because this discussion they're having, that he's having about bad things happening if he gets indicted. And I say, let's go for it, baby. Let's
That's
indict
what I
the
say.
shit out of his ass.
Let's go.
The
Saying
left is
that, I
probably
accept the
heavily
fact
armed.
that in my neighborhood, in my town, yeah, I'm on somebody's list. I'm on somebody's list. And
A lot
some
of
of them
somebodies.
watch. And my answer to you is, fuck you. You know where I live, baby. You know where I live.
I hear you.
Alexa, turn
It's
off the
bullshit.
TV.
But it's something that I, in my family, have to worry about now. In this day and age, oh yeah, the more he tries to pump this violence, and I got plenty of them around here that are all laid up with that Oath Keeper and 3%er and all that bullshit. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you guys,
That's
I'm
what
gonna
they're
get
doing,
off of
buddy.
here.
Where you
'cause
going?
I'm hungry.
You're
and,
cooking, brother?
No, not tonight. You ain't seen food porn.
I
I've
have
cooked
not
for
lately.
I've cooked for the last 3-4 days, but no, I went to Long John Silver's tonight, got fish.
Oh, man.
Now, you lazy
Yeah.
butt. You could have cooked that
Hey.
fish. I'm just busting.
I
your
know
balls,
you
brother.
just messing with me.
Y'all ought to
No,
see
she-
some of the food this man cooks. If you were on part
Oh,
of
I've seen
Discord,
it.
you could go in there and see at the food porn section what this man can cook.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
We all want to go to his
We had
house
Yeah.
for
last night,
dinner.
Paulie? We had cheeseburgers, bacon cheeseburgers last night. You ought to see how I fixed them.
Really?
Then the night before we had steak and stuff.
I didn't get mine.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
ought to check it out.
Did you
Seriously.
put it
Yeah,
on the
I'll
counter?
go.
Where the hell did mine go?
Well, it's on-
they have
it's on
overnight delivery.
Discord.
They have overnight delivery.
Oh,
You know,
I can't
we
even
had
get
tacos last
they
night.
have
I
Grubhub,
can't
goddammit.
I can't even get delivery to my house.
Me too, brother. I ain't getting no delivery out here.
Oh,
Anything I eat,
shit.
I got to go fetch it, brother. So,
Hey, you may get
No.
better service out there, John, because they're talking about today this equality bill where people who are having internet inequality are they're gonna try and get everybody together and make sure we've all got equal access to the internet.
I wish.
Hear
I
that?
wish.
It was on the news today,
Well,
but I
get
guess
after
Biden's
it, baby.
involved.
Yeah, but you know, I tell you what, after seeing what the internet's done to some people over the years, I don't want some of them to get that shit.
Some
No,
of-
no.
Some of them need
You
a
got,
fill.
you got to fill out an application to get this shit.
Yes. Got to pass a cognitive test. What was that?
It's like
Something.
driving a car,
Yeah.
you need a license.
Let me
Oh, my
let me
God.
send out a couple thank yous to Maria Betancourt, who came in with $10 and said, "I am in Facebook jail for posting a Miami Herald article about Florida Proud Boys because the picture showed them standing with Nazi flags." So you get put in jail for pointing
what was
out,
the reason for reposting, or because it had the Nazi flag?
probably because it had the Nazi flag. I got pulled the other day on TikTok. Let me finish this up. Diana Mallory came back with another $20. Thank you very much, baby. Be careful. Lock him up. We can deal with the bad things. I am sure there are plenty of empty cells we can fill. Oh, hell yes. And if we don't, I had a grand idea because I told Marcia, I said, what we have is we have a lot of assholes that need to go to jail. We need to free up space. So maybe we ought to take some of the prisoners out of the prisons up there, up northeast and stuff, and maybe ship them down to Texas or, down to Florida or something, so we free up some jail cells up there so we can let's do that shit. Teresa Diggum, our resident artist, came in with $5 and said, yes, Johnny Fly, I keep thinking in 4 short years the damage he caused is mind-boggling. I wonder, shaking my head, and it amazes me that this is for real. Wow. Teresa, there's a mouthful, baby. You said a mouthful. How our country has changed
You doing?
in the 4 short years that he was
There's
in that
a-
office.
Forgotten group, I think, and those are the people who are in jail for selling marijuana, and they don't need to be now that it's
That's right.
legal.
Yeah. Turn them
What's
loose.
happening to them?
Yeah, they don't give a shit. Republicans should keep them in jail there forever.
A friend of mine spent 2 years in
Yeah.
state prison.
We got to.
He
We
grew.
could do
He was a
better.
marijuana grower.
Well, Biden ought to come out and take it off Schedule 1. That's the first fucking thing they ought to do with marijuana, because Schedule 1 means there's no medicinal value ever, never, ever again. Well, we know now that marijuana does have medicinal value. So take it off the fucking Schedule 1 list. How's that for fucking starters? You know, it pisses me off because of the fact that it is legal. Almost half of this country, more than half, has it legal in one way or another.
Well,
and it's,
I agree.
Make sure that,
I agree.
I was just going to say, make sure Republicans don't elect you back in, or you won't have marijuana.
No. Well, yes, they will
Well,
eventually, because they know the business end of it. But the biggest difference in Texas is, I've always said, the reason they don't legalize it here is look at our border. We have a very long border with Mexico, and we got to stop all the drugs. So we get a big port of that drug war money right down here in Texas, you know, to keep them bales of marijuana from coming across the river. Yeah,
I hear you.
it's a trade-off between what they get in the federal funds and what that could produce as revenue as a business here in Texas. That's where the difference comes in.
Well, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna leave you with a train of thought.
What
Okay?
train?
We was talking about drugs, right?
Right.
We're on the way home
On the
from
way home.
Long John Sewers. I heard on the radio here in town,
Yeah.
police was chasing this guy on a moped, right?
On a moped.
And and now listen, just listen. He couldn't outrun him, so he ran the moped into the bushes and jumped off and took off running. They caught him, and they said, the newsman said, "What do you think they was after him for?" He had 6 bags of meth in a plastic bag tagged on the handle of his moped.
Damn.
So there you go.
There you go.
This is here in Terre Haute.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
what can I say?
The
They
high
do
ground.
anything.
We're winning the war on
yeah,
drugs.
exactly.
We're winning the war on.
They'll
If
do
we're
anything.
winning the war on drugs, how come they're all around?
Uh,
You know,
Because
I'm
there's
just
no-
saying.
there-
If we're winning the
because
war
we
on
done-
drugs, how
we
come it's
lost
all
it.
over the place?
We lost the war a long time ago. They just don't want to admit
They
it.
don't want to admit it. No, there's money in it. There is big money in
Yeah.
it. You know,
Too much payola.
you betcha. Like I
Exactly.
said, the amount we get from drug war surpasses the amount they think they can make off of legalization. And
Exactly.
it's a matter of who's getting the money. In this case, well, Texas state government gets a whole lot of it. In the other case, well, private business gets it. Nah, it's not. You know, they're not going to do it.
Well,
Anyway.
guys, y'all have a good night.
Tony,
Everybody
take care of
in the
yourself,
audience.
brother. Thank you for coming in and
I
visiting.
will.
All right.
Yeah, everybody in the audience, I love all you guys. Okay.
all right. Take care, Tom.
Back at you.
Okay.
We'll see you later,
y'all,
brother.
y'all, bye bye.
I love this family. Yeah. Got a lot of good people. He's a hell of a cook. You ought to check out his shit and food court. Makes you hungry just to go look at that shit. Anyway, so what else is going on?
Well, I heard that Trump is going to pay a lawyer $3 million because he's having so much trouble getting one. I can't believe he's ever going to spend that much money.
Money's coming from his super PAC, not from him.
Oh, is that what it is?
And did you see what the well, no, wait, I jumped to a different case. Well, since lawyers came up, did anybody see the lawyer for Alex Jones on the stand
No.
in the case up in Connecticut? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was hired.
What happened?
Well, she was hired a few weeks ago to represent the corporation that Alex Jones owns, the InfoWars owner. They have another name for the company. You know, shifted around companies. She was hired several weeks ago to represent the company in court. Well, they got her on the stand. Holy shit, she's a lawyer, and she's sitting there talking about Alex Jones never fact checks anything. If it sounds good, it goes on the air. And he knew full well that the more he kept putting out about Sandy Hook being a false flag operation, the more money he was raking in. The more he told that story, the more money he got. He was well aware of that. And the lawyer's sitting right on the stand under oath saying, "Yep, that's true." Yep.
Oh.
He knew he was making more money the more he pushed that story, so he kept pushing it more. I hope they take every dime he's ever had and ever will get. I just,
Yeah,
the guy
well,
is
we gotta
a
get him off
piece
the
of
air.
scum. And but
Him
he's
and the
getting
pillow
sucked
guy.
into this bullshit because remember, he was all up in January 6th too. along with Roger Stone, Alex Jones, a whole fucking crew of deplorable assholes. You know, they're all in the same boat, baby. Bunch of scumbag traitors. I hope every one of them gets what got coming to them. No,
You know, I
Austin
don't
Tibbs.
see how we can leave them on the air. Drives me nuts.
That is the problem with. Well, you know, it falls under that free speech. He could say whatever he wants to say, but there's also libel. You're gonna stand for what the fuck comes out your mouth. And when he's out there preaching that shit, Jesus, man, just how just depraved do you have to be to do what he did? I don't think there's a single American, unless you're just a scumbag Nazi who's in love with him or something. I don't know how anybody can excuse his shit. But that's the fallacy of our system, is he has a right to be on the air and say what he wants to say. Donnie has a right to stand up and threaten the USA with violence if he gets indicted. That's his right to say it. You know.
Well, one of his minions, that woman who called in from Texas or something and threatened violence against someone I don't remember, she got arrested.
Yeah, she threatened. Who was it? God damn! I'm just telling you, my Rolodex is so stuffed with stories. I read the story. Yes, she was. She threatened.
She threatened the lawyer, Cannon.
She threatened the judge down in that's handling the case for Trump. That Judge Cannon. I think that's who she threatened. If she didn't do whatever she could for Trump, it had to do with helping Trump. You know, I don't know. I can't remember the whole story now. I breezed through it.
Yeah, how come he can threaten the nation and still be walking around? She threatens the judge.
Well, therein lies the problem. How long
It's
are
who
we going
has
to
the
let
most
him
money.
threaten this country? Because that's exactly
who
what he's doing. Huh?
It's who has the most money, John. That's the point.
It can't be about a matter of money. This is our country now. This is the basic foundation of our whole society. Are we going to allow this to continue? We have no choice. If he broke the law, hell yes, he needs to be indicted. He needs to be held accountable. Because if we don't, we're encouraging more of it. And they're not going to let up until they get their way, baby. And their way is not by the vote. So we need to just do it now. Rip the Band-Aid off. We're going to have this bullshit confrontation. Let's do it now, under our terms. Let's don't wait until he keeps building a freaking army out there. Let's force their hand now.
I believe, as you said, that the left is not unarmed.
No.
You know,
no, and if those idiots think they are.
Is unarmed, and they're going to walk over them. It's not going to happen.
But you know
Anybody that makes that mistake about me, you made a bad mistake. Bad one.
Come to my doorstep. You're making a bad mistake.
Well, I think Trump and his cronies are working behind the scenes, whether it's building up an army or what. They are scheming and plotting. You better believe they are.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's Mitch down there, John.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was over here looking at the chat. Mitch,
he just popped in there. He just popped up.
I seen him. I seen him all dressed up at the lodge.
Far as sausage, but I'm going to stay in. Just going to mute.
Well, all right. Mitch Goldstein, how are you, my friend?
Splendid.
Hi, Mitch.
Hey, John. Other John, what's up?
I am doing fine, Mitch.
much.
How are you? Let me call this quick donation out real quick before we get started. I'd like to thank Mitch Goldstein, who just donated $4.20 and said, if you love John, do what I just did and donate. Well, Mitch, $4.20, baby, it is. How are you doing?
It's been a tough week, John.
Has it?
Yeah,
it was just Zach's birthday. You had a nice time with the birthday.
We had a fabulous time. Zach's right over there. Say hi, Zach.
Hi, John.
Hey, Zach, how's it doing? Happy birthday, belated, but, you know.
Thank you kindly.
Hey, you bet, brother.
It's the thought that counts, John.
There you go. It was.
And we'll discuss why you didn't send a gift some other time.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. You're forgiven. But so what's going on, Mitch?
Well, it looks to me
Yes, sir.
like very insidiously and very quietly and very thoroughly, Merrick Garland is tightening the rope around the Trump, not just Donald Trump, but his family and his entire organization and his entire circle of confidants.
I'm casting my lasso way up for the sky and hoping my loop will
And
follow
I'm telling
through.
you, dude.
Yes, sir.
It's in the air. It's in the air. Did you receive this? Polls came out this morning.
What?
Charlie
Which one?
Crist is 13 points ahead of Ron
DeSantis.
for the governor's
Ooh,
race.
loving that shit. Loving it.
Yeah.
And
Like
today's
I
little
said,
story isn't going to help Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, and like I said,
Fetterman.
you know, DeSantis only won by like 13% of the vote, like 33,000 votes, and he was running against Gillum. Charlie
That's
Crist
correct.
is a totally, and you know, I voted for Andrew Gillum, but you know, it looked like in the long run, Florida's just gonna be fucked anyway, because Gillum's in trouble now. He's probably fixing to be doing jail time, and then we got DeSantis, so it was like holy shit, you know. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for him to be out, and I
I'm
hope
ready to rock and
that
roll
Merrick
with it.
Garland. Hope that Merrick Garland gets his ass and Greg Abbott for this little stunt they
I'm
did.
telling you, man.
Exactly.
It was
Merrick
a good.
Garland.
Go ahead.
I,
Nick.
Go ahead.
Merrick Garland wants to write a book about how he was the one who took Trump down.
I can't wait to
Mark
read that
my
book.
words. You heard it right here on
I can't
on
wait to read
BDF
the
Live.
book. I want to read the book. Let me send out a couple of thank yous because they listened to Mitch and they said, Leanne Geyer came in with a $20 donation and said, together, Blue Dot stand, democracy forever. That's the way. I love it. I love it. It sounds corny, but it is exactly. We
Thanks,
stand up
everybody.
and fight for it. And Pat Hunter
Another
came
way
in
of paying
with,
tribute is to go out and buy some weed. That is also acceptable.
that is also acceptable. Pat Hunter just came in with $2 and said, love from Michigan and fuck Trump. I love it. Thank you very. Oh, and look at there, Miss Linda, a.k.a. Mary Ellen, just came in with $5 and said, remember to call the roll Patreon credits like share, subscribe, P.S. fuck Trump. Don't forget to roll the credits. We got a few more minutes before we have to roll the
We
credits.
met Miss Linda.
Yes, we did.
We met.
Yes, we have sat together. Johnny Fly also.
We had tacos together.
We had
baby.
tacos. We broke tacos together. Indeed.
I'll never forget that.
No,
John.
I
It
won't
was a
either. I
great
want to set it up
time
again, baby. I'm ready for another Blue Dot family meeting.
God, I had a great time.
I
buddy.
did too. And those tacos will be talked about forever. And you can't talk
was
about the
you-
tacos without bringing up Mitch. So.
You, me, Travis, John, and about 600,000 fucking white conservative racists.
Yes, we did
To
happen
go
to hit
for
San
San
Antonio
Diego.
right at the right time. They were all over the place. Yes.
Jesus
uh,
Christ.
San Diego.
Yes.
San Antonio.
In San Antonio.
And
I
I'm
can't-
looking around and I'm saying, John and
Well,
John
there's
and I
Trumpers
were, you know,
all
like,
over the place.
There's
yeah.
there was not too many places to sit. So we were kind of sitting around the corner. We found that little
Right.
bench, and we were watching
We
the
were
cop.
watching all that cop sitting there, and we were watching people going by.
Well,
Those
that
cops were nervous, man. You could tell those cops were nervous.
Well, that big shindig they had, John, in San Antonio too. That's why it was so jammed up. They
Yeah,
had
Yeah.
that stupid whatever thing for America.
fucking violent conservatives. That's why.
exact- exactly
in
what it
John,
was.
In John Hagee's church, I found out that's where
Yep.
they had it.
Yeah, we raised a few eyebrows when we'd be sitting outside behind at the hotel, sitting around the table, speaking of politics and stuff, and there's people hanging around looking at us like they didn't like
That was
us.
fun.
That was fun.
It
I
was.
enjoyed it. Spoke up a little louder when they came out too. Let me tell you what I think of the asshole. Yes, we need to do that again. Oh, I want to.
Why don't you do it here so we don't have to go anywhere?
Hey, that'd be great. I ain't never been to Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh's fabulous, man. You
I've
love the
s-
food,
I've
if
seen-
nothing else.
Do you,
Well, he
The
probably
big
did.
city.
How's your shoulder, by the way?
it's getting a little bit better. You know what I did last
Yeah.
night? This is
What's
how
that?
boring my life is, buddy.
Okay.
Last night, right before we went to bed, I used to go to bed somewhere around 10:30, maybe 11 if I push it. But right before I went to bed, Travis comes in. He says, "Hey, Dad, check this out. I like it." And he just put on, and it was his father-son team who decided to make the road trip from Santa Monica Pier
Yeah.
at the end of Route 66 and all the way to Chicago. And
Yeah, I've been most of the way.
I've been part of the way.
I've been from St. Louis all the way to Santa Monica on Route 66.
Really?
And I can tell you,
Oh, you
that's
got
some
me
drive.
beat.
Oh, yeah.
You got
Oh,
me
yeah.
beat. I've only been
Amazing.
from Amarillo to Winona.
We were in Winona. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had lunch in Winona.
And we didn't get to make it the rest of the way. We was going, we're going to come back and do it. Ain't done it yet. But I'd also like to take that run from Amarillo.
We
up
did
to
not
Chicago.
actually go to Santa Monica. We actually went, we kind of got off and had to go other places.
Well,
But we did not go to Santa
you got to
Monica.
LA
And
though,
we
right?
drove all the way.
From Chicago
Yeah,
to
but
LA. There you go.
Yeah, my
lot
brother
of
lives
those
in
routes-
Hollywood.
Anyway, I
Go
didn't go
ahead.
to bed till 12:30, so I was mesmerized by just driving down the highway on Route 66. I loved it. Anyway.
Well, did you see that a lot of those attractions are now very big tourist joints, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
can go in and buy T-shirts and
Oh.
sweatshirts and everything.
You know, the sad thing was there's so many places along Route 66 that they had pointed out that are now ghost towns. That the
Yeah.
interstate bypassed all these towns. Route 66 is great, but not all sections were,
Yeah,
kept
some
up.
sections were
Yeah.
preserved almost the way
Right.
they were back in the day.
and a lot of sections
Like
were.
that, what's that place in St. Louis? That frozen custard place?
Yes.
Ted something.
They-
Ted Drew's.
That's what was fascinating about this little show. It was just on a YouTube video, and but they
St.
stopped
Louis.
at all these little places.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
Well, Ted
missed it.
Drew's is on Gravois, which is 66.
Marcia and I traveled a section of the pre-1936 Route 66, which was a shoot off from normal Route 66 when you're going. It's up there somewhere around when you peel off to go to Albuquerque. It's up in there. Anyway, that's what I was
Planes,
doing
trains,
last
and
night.
automobiles.
Yeah.
So we
Just
went.
trying to-
It was the year of our first anniversary, so 1991, and we took a driving trip, really long ass driving trip. We started up in Western.
Hi, Julie.
Well, you went to my sister's wedding.
No,
Before, and then we went to Western Massachusetts, where my friends lived, and then we went across into Canada. Across all the way across New York State,
Right.
by Cooperstown and all that stuff, and went to Canada and hung out in Canada for a while. Went to Niagara Falls, went up to Guelph and Toronto and Hamilton, all the way across to Detroit, down
That sounds like it would be
south
fun.
from Michigan, all the way down to Julie's grandma and uncle used to live in Shelbina, Missouri, northeast corner of Missouri, 2 hours west of Hannibal, Missouri. Actually, a lovely little town. And when I drove with my brother across the country from Philadelphia, we actually picked up Route 66 right in St. Louis, right
Wow.
near Ted Drew's. And we had to stand in line about 45 minutes. But that was worth every minute.
Boy, howdy shit.
You know, they sell Christmas trees during the winter.
I did not know that.
Oh
He
man, I
sells
love a
his,
good road trip.
Famous
Dave.
concretes in the summer and Christmas trees in the winter.
That's how come I say if I ever get my hands on another RV, I'm coming to your house to do the show. Your house, and your house,
All
and
right.
your house, and yeah, that's the way it's going to be. If I ever win the lotto, that's what I'm going to do. Take this thing on a road show.
Sounds good. You can hit
Yeah.
us all and do
Oh
shows
hell yeah!
from all
Go to
our
each one of your houses. Here we are,
Sounds
live
good,
from
I'm
Medina
ready.
Michael's house.
Well-
That smart ass squaw's coming up next. Anyway,
Dude, John, you missed your chance to get a PPP loan and have it forgiven.
I know it, man. Don't worry, my neighbor
did
stepped
too.
in and got it. That's all right. They did. Anyway, yeah, I should have made a big old PPP loan for the Blue Dot Corporation, and then just get forgiven. I'm glad I didn't know, because
Did
I
you
couldn't
see
bitch
that
about
list of
those that did.
celebrities that got them and didn't
Yes.
repay them?
Yes, And there's a list of congressmen that got them too, in the millions, and senators that got them in the millions and got forgiven. So I don't want to hear none of their bullshit coming out of their mouth about bitching about $10,000 student loan. You know, that little thing in down in Mississippi just pisses you off. That's $77 million that was set aside to help the poor, and it was scammed away
Was
by a
put in a
governor
slush fund.
and a football player and a bunch of sleazy
and see,
nonprofits.
The American way, John.
It is, Mitch.
But you see, that's just who Brett Favre is, because we had a guy that played for Florida State, went on the pros, work done. This guy builds houses for people, is what he does. He retired, and this is what he does with his. He builds houses for people. He don't steal. You know, Brett Favre, those people like that, they don't do shit
I
like
know
that.
a guy
It's
like
all
that named
about
Jimmy Carter.
And WBS.
it's all about them. I mean, nothing. I mean,
this
no
little
amount
thing
of
with,
money is never enough.
This little thing with Brett Favre, that's just disgusting.
Oh yeah,
It is.
You know.
And his daughter is a volleyball player, and
Yes.
that's how he got into
That's
having
why
that
he did it,
yeah.
built.
to help his daughter. You know, look, your
Exactly.
daddy is such a benevolent man. He's such a great benefactor. No.
And I hope he gets in trouble for
I
this shit.
hope they-
I mean,
Well, you know he's in a bind because he's already coughing up part of the money back. He's trying to. What am I doing? What am I doing? No, don't do that.
How much of it does he have?
Yeah, that's a damn good question. How much
Volleyball
has he got?
stadiums aren't cheap.
Yeah, $77 million. Yeah, somebody needs to stand account for that shit. You know.
shit. But
Well,
still,
I heard-
$77 million is a lot of damn money.
A
And I
lot
mean,
of money.
God damn, and how big is this fucking? I mean, how popular is volleyball at Southern Mississippi? I
Okay.
mean, shit.
Well, I heard he had to pay that back, but he was supposed to pay it back with interest. But
Yeah,
he didn't.
He
just
didn't
paid
pay
the-
back the interest,
Yeah, he didn't pay the interest.
and
Isn't
I don't
that
think he's
nice?
paid all the
wish I-
principal yet either.
I wish I had that luxury.
He's backing
John.
up because he got caught, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, next time they offer PPP loans, I'm going to get one.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might strike a lucky.
Damn right, I'm going to go get one.
I don't know, man. Because I know people. Anyway, that's the bad part of this shit. Is when you see it yourself, and you go, it's just not right. It's just not right. But like Mitch just said, baby, ain't nobody, and I said it the other day on this show, ain't nobody will screw this country over faster than good old-fashioned Americans, baby. They'll get theirs, baby.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can't
we
do
fucking
that.
we just gave $20 million to the damn Florida State University to go into a stadium they've been working on since 1996. It's like, god damn. I mean, shit. I
Damn.
mean, that's $20 million in taxpayers' money that went into this stadium that they have been working on since like 1996. And I mean, it's like, okay, I mean, my God, the stadium is. It's just ridiculous. I don't see nothing else they need to do to the damn thing. It's the largest brick structure in America. I think in the world. I think the second comes to is the Great Wall of China. That's how many
What's
bricks is in this stadium. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Florida State their football field. But yeah, it's
Well,
ridiculous.
they've always been big on that down there.
Hey, Mitch.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I know.
Hey, Mitch.
Yes.
You remember Suzanne Jarrett? She was in San Antonio. Suzanne?
Yes, I do.
Okay. We need to go to her house. Because she just posted here that says pumpkins, train rides, everything baked, canned, or fried. It's a Disneyland up here for fresh treats. And oh, the wineries all within an hour of my house. Okay.
And where she live?
She lives out in California. I don't know.
Here's a
Yeah,
winery
There's
within
a whole
10
lot of
miles
good reasons
my
to go there,
house.
though. We're coming to your house, Suzanne.
I've got a winery within 10 miles of my house.
Really?
Yeah.
We have
There's
wineries
full
here
of
in
them. They're
Texas,
all over
but
the place.
they're not near me. They're up in the hill
Hey,
country.
Oh, we've got them all over.
I love Suzanne Jarrett. John, she is
She
the
is.
life
She
of
was
the
a kick in
party.
the butt. Her and
I
Miss Linda
love
both.
it.
Yes,
So hi, Suzanne.
yes. We had a great. Anybody that wasn't in that San Antonio meeting was just, you missed out on a good one, baby, because we did. We had a great
Wish
time.
I'd been there.
Well, we're going to have to plan another one. That's all there is to it.
Let me know.
Let me know. We just need to go someplace besides San Antonio. We need to pick someplace else.
I can't find a job. I might as well go on a road trip.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Wherever it is,
John,
I'll be driving.
most people don't know this.
What?
Missouri is the 8th largest wine producing area in the world.
Really? The 8th
Yes.
producer of wine?
Yes, yes,
Really?
the 8th largest in the world. And the French wine country, when they had that disease that killed all the plants,
Yeah.
wine starts from the state of Missouri were sent to France. So all the wine in France now that actually is growing on Missouri roots.
Where do you think they make the most bourbon?
Most bourbon?
Yep.
I have no idea. I mean, Jack Daniels is in Tennessee. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Kentucky
UK.
or Tennessee?
It's UK. United Kingdom produces
Oh,
more
well.
bourbon than anybody else. Has the bigger share of the market than anybody else. We come in number 2.
I thought they had, what do you call it, up in Scotland? That stuff that tastes like horse piss?
Yeah. Travis turned they're in this thing trying to get John to watch
Scotch
anything but
whiskey.
news. So here lately I've been seeing little shows. One is on Netflix or YouTube or something. I think it's on YouTube, and it's Made in a Day. Made in a Day, and it's a series of, and one of them was bourbon. So learned all about bourbon, how they make it, how much corn out of the field, the best corn too, by the way, and blah blah blah. They're trying to get me to watch anything but news. Dad needs a break.
There's one town called Herman, Missouri that has a whole bunch of wineries. They have a festival every year. Come at the right time and go down there, and you can just walk around and get totally drunk as you want.
I'll be back in a sec, guys.
All right.
All right.
I grew up in New Orleans.
Yeah, there's that show
was
that goes
common.
on Discovery Channel called Moonshiners. And I tell you what, them guys, they might be walking around in overalls and straw hats and shit, but some of those guys are pretty smart when it comes down to the chemistry and all that crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's a science, baby.
They know
Hey.
it.
Miss Linda just came in with a $5 donation and said there's a winery within an hour of anywhere in California. P.S. Fuck Trump. I bet so. I remember back in it was 71, 72, in my Harley days, we used to run from down around San Jose up through the Napa Valley, up to Russian River, Clear Lakes in that area. Loved it. And of course, if you go through Napa Valley, I don't know about now, but back then they had wineries all over the place, and you just had to stop at every one of them to, test the wine. So
Well, John,
great.
Well, that's
I just-
because you
I
were a
just hope
biker.
the wine
Bikers
is
always
good
have
as-
to stop every 30 miles.
Every 30 minutes, hey, buy a Harley, buy the best, ride a mile, and walk the rest, baby. And back in them days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, John,
So it's leaked all the time.
John, I hope the wineries made it through the orchards and stuff with the drought. I
I'm
guess
sure
they
not
had
all of 'em did.
drought out.
I'm sure not all of them did. The
In
fires
Michigan,
that have
the
been out west
snowmobilers-
is just devastating out west.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In Michigan, the snowmobilers have to stop at every little town, and they're usually 10, maybe 30 miles apart. And they go into the bar and they drink, and then they go back out and get on their snowmobiles and go to the next town.
Now, if you're in a nice warm bar, why would you want to go outside and climb yourself on a snowmobile?
Well,
I'm just
snowmobiles to them are like Harleys.
I
guess
They
it's so-
put
I'm staying
thousands
in
of
the bar,
dollars on
baby.
accessories.
I'm
I
staying in
guess
the
to
bar where it's warm.
I guess to sober themselves up so they can. Well,
Half
yeah,
Hunter,
well,
thank you
here,
very
get
much.
out.
Well, we do lose a few of them every year. They don't make it all the way before they crash. So,
Diana Forever 420. I don't know what it was, but I think Tyler said something. Anyone hear about that Caucasian dude that wore a clown wig and went into some place with guns
Oh, yeah.
threatening to kill liberals and Democrats?
Dairy Queen. He went to Dairy Queen.
Went to Dairy Queen. Really?
where'd this happen?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I know it was a Dairy Queen. It was just a couple days ago.
My son said something about some guy dressed up like a clown with a gun went somewhere, threatening to kill liberals.
I
Really?
thought it was Michigan, wasn't it?
It,
I'm
uh,
not sure. I think it was
it,
Michigan.
I'll see if I can look it up.
It's
Yeah,
just
look it
sad.
up. I'm not sure. I thought it was.
Blue
I thought it was
Scarlet,
in
thank you
Michigan.
for being here, baby. TM King, BW, Don Cheeto, Teresa Dick, BW. What a family. I'm so thankful for this conversation that goes on in this chat and the friendships that have been made. I just throwing that out there. It makes me feel good.
It's true.
It is. Your boyfriend has 2 Harleys? See, Diana, that's how come I don't have one now. Your boyfriend is hogging the Harleys. See how it is? I'm trying to be fair out here. Now I know why I don't have one.
Do you feel
Your
like you could
boyfriend's
ride
got
one still,
2.
John?
Hell yes. Are you shitting me?
I don't
Either that
know
or
if I
I
could
try one of the two.
do it anymore.
I can still hold one up, I'm pretty sure. All you got to do is
I can
get it
hold it
rolling,
up, but
baby. Get
once
it
I
rolling
get
and you're
going.
good to go. My wife might debate that with you, but what does she know? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we ought to wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for great conversation. What do they call it? Fellowship. That's what they call it. And I just enjoy our meetings every night. So I appreciate y'all tremendously. SC, thank you for coming in, brother.
Yep.
Always appreciate it. You come in with stories and stuff and give us something to talk about, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing this. It says the guy was from Pennsylvania. Now, I don't know if it happened. I'm trying to read up on it. I don't know if it happened in Pennsylvania, but apparently the guy was from Pennsylvania.
There's a guy
Did he
running
shoot
around with a
anyone or
gun.
what?
Makes me think it's not a liberal with the gun. It's
It was Delmont, Pennsylvania.
Belmont.
Delmont, Pennsylvania. Delmont, DELMONT. Delmont, Pennsylvania.
Boy,
I received an email from a bulletproof vest company today, and there was an article in the email talking about how people are getting afraid just to go out now, and they're all buying bulletproof vests because they're just afraid to go to the grocery store without one.
Well, I think that's on the marquee at the damn Army Navy store around the corner from my house. They've had that on their marquee for a while now. It doesn't say bulletproof, but it says some flat vest or some shit. But yeah.
Yeah,
there's different
it's
kinds.
a statement of the times we live in, is it not?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You know, and yet we can't get gun legislation passed.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet, but if it gets worse, I may go that route.
But we got to get in line with the rest of the country, and we got to start with abortion.
Yeah,
as far as
that's it.
Lindsay's concerned.
That's
I heard
Well-
him say that, and I'm like, you're so, Lindsay didn't look too good. He looked like he ain't combed his hair in a few days. He might be a little worried about something.
Lindsay opened his mouth when he should have kept it shut. The Republicans are pissed off at him now. You know, bringing up his abortion ban thing.
What? He's getting no love from anybody.
No.
Leave it to Lindsay to screw things up.
Well,
I don't think a lot of these guys think before they open their mouth. You know what I mean?
they keep stirring it up. We keep adding the season, baby. That's what we do. We'll make the gumbo ourselves.
Well,
are you shitting
Lindsay's
me?
got that Neanderthal look down a little bit.
Yeah, Lindsay's got that deer in the headlight look. He's kind of bound himself up down in Georgia, made himself look like an idiot down there. His lips are permanently attached to Donnie's ass, and he's lost himself. You know, what do you want to know about Lindsey Graham? You know, but he's there until I think 26, so he ain't got nothing to worry about for a while. He's like Ted Cruz, I think. I think he comes up and he might come up in 24.
Well, these people are not going to have anywhere to hide, hopefully.
No. They ain't got nowhere to hide this November 8th. We need to make sure we're ready. Leanne
What you going to do when they come for you?
Yeah.
What you going to do when they come for you?
That's right. Leanne Geyer just came in with a $10 donation and said, Trump claims the Queen secretly knighted him.
Yeah, he did that the other day.
Yeah, she secretly did it because, didn't want anybody to know about it. But
I shared
Donnie,
it.
I don't think
That's
so,
why they
baby.
didn't want him to come to the funeral.
Yeah.
Somebody
I shared it.
just a little while ago put a comment in there that said that Carter, Obama, and Bush were going to and Clinton were going to the
Wedding.
the Queen's funeral.
Funeral. the funeral.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
do, they're
Yeah,
not,
but Trump was disinvited.
they don't want
specifically.
this, and he wouldn't go anywhere.
He
'Cause
doesn't
it's
need
not
to go
about
there. His ass could go over to the Russian embassy and say, "Take me, take me."
That's his best bet. His best bet
he's
would be to
talking
do that,
about,
stumble into the Russian embassy and ask for asylum.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
might
Are
fall
you
out of a
talking about
window in a
Queen?
hotel in Moscow.
He very well could.
Yeah,
Are
no
you
shit.
think about? Are you talking about Queen Elizabeth's funeral?
Yeah.
Because my understanding is only Joe Biden and his wife are invited.
Officially, the only ones invited are the heads of state, which means Joe Biden and Dr. Jill. They're the only ones
Right.
officially invited, but if they wanted to go, I'm sure that they would be accommodated if they did go. But not on an official
Yeah,
state visit.
I cannot picture Trump here. Nah.
No,
Trump didn't even know how
nobody
to
can
react.
picture Trump doing
or
anything
vote.
like that.
When he was
Yeah.
over there, he didn't even know the first thing how to react to the Queen and the protocol.
Yeah.
Boy,
You know,
shit.
there was a band out of Black Oak, Arkansas called Black Oak, and they met the Queen when in their heyday, and I'm sure they knew more about how to
Well,
the protocol than Trump did.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to brag or anything. I didn't want to tell you, but when I was mysteriously over in England one time, the Queen secretly knighted me too. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
you
ticket.
should have told us,
That's
man.
the ticket. It's Sir John. Yeah,
Sir John.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, John,
And,
you know,
but
John,
she knighted me.
one of the protocols they had over there, you'll get a kick out of this. Never stand in front of the Queen and block her view, right?
Yeah.
And what did Donnie
Trump
do?
did.
Donnie had to do that because
He walked right in front of her.
he wants
Yes,
to
he
be
did when
paid.
they were reviewing the troops.
Exactly, that's what he did.
And he had his head there looking around different directions like he was just in space somewhere when he did that.
Well,
His
I guess-
mind was spaced out.
Dude, that's
The Smart Ass Squad just came in, and I'm glad she did. She said, "For Bernadette." Fuck Trump. Bernadette, if you're listening, baby, we hope you feel better.
There you go.
Do whatever it takes to get yourself back healthy again. We'll be waiting right here for you. We love you. We miss you. And just take care of yourself, darling. That's the biggest thing we want you to do. Anyway, SC, like I said, thank you for coming in here and enjoying the conversation, brother.
Good. It's always a pleasure.
There
I
you
figured, since my governor was involved in some of the stupid shit
yeah.
going on, I might as
Might as well jump
in.
in and get. Yeah, I'm here with
Yeah, y'all go
Greg
ahead
Abbott,
lay
me
it
and you,
all
buddy.
on me.
Greg Abbott and DeSantis. Boy, howdy shit, what a pair.
Yeah.
We got to keep the fight up, brother. Anyway, DJ, thank you for coming in, brother.
Thank you for having me.
I always enjoy
Appreciate
your
it.
company. Thank you. And Johnny Fly,
Yes.
thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Enjoyed it,
having me,
brother.
sir.
You bet. Enjoyed it. And I don't know if Mitch can hear us. Mitch and Julie, thank you both for coming in and being a part of this. Every time you do, you lighten my heart, baby. I appreciate you so much. And again, happy birthday to Zach. Y'all just, whatever you're doing, take it easy with it, baby. Take it easy with it. And for our family on YouTube, on Facebook, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for the conversation that goes in there. John and Carolyn, thank you for your being here. Gary Spring, BW, TM King. He just got his second booster. All right. And Don Cheeto. Brother, I always enjoy your conversation in there. I appreciate you being in there. Anyway, when Giannis starts a new day, it's Beer and Bud Friday, so if everything goes right, and I got kicked off TikTok, man. Well, not kicked off. They took down one of my videos for smoking a pipe.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, I disputed it. They put it
How
back
do
up.
they know what you were
That's
smoking?
exactly.
Well, John, I mean, I don't get you because I know you're trying to get out here. But, a lot of shows, like I was watching the new season of the Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid thing.
Right.
And that's one of the things, violence, strong language, and smoking.
That's what they hit me for. That's what they hit me for. Oh, we got to take your video down because we seen you smoking. Hey, wait a minute. I took one hit off the pipe. Yeah, well, they put it back up. I won. So Travis will say, you can't do that anymore. And then it's a habit. And in today's video, you'll see me like that. Anyway. Habits, old habits die hard. Anyway.
We're used to it, John.
I know it. They can't fuck them if they can't take a joke. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. Put a smile on your face. Better yet, put a smile on somebody else's face tomorrow. It'll make your day about better anyway. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night,
Night,
everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody. We love you and thank you for being here. We'll be back here live again Sunday night, baby. So be here, and we'll see you then.